Here we are on a beautiful, beautiful 2019 CRF 450L. I have not really done any dual sport bikes. I did a little TW200, and that was really about it as far as dual sport goes. I've done a couple of adventure bikes, but not a dual sport. Now, one cool thing about this bike is it's more off-road oriented to me. Then, I mean, you can just stand right on up on it. Feels like you're riding a dirt bike, because that's basically what you're riding. And this bike just feels phenomenal. Like the power of it, everything. Oh, that nice throaty sound too. She's got some hella nice pickup. With it being dual sport, we are on some knobbies, but the knobbies are definitely more street oriented than off-road oriented. You know, that you can feel. The ride is completely smooth. The suspension is definitely nice and plush for soaking up bumps, like on this little back road here. This is a bumpy little road. But it's not a bad ride at all. I could honestly see this bike being a fun, like, motard kind of conversion bike, you know? But let's talk about what all this thing has. First of all, this is a highly anticipated bike. I'm very excited to actually get to ride this thing. Only because, I mean, they seem to just be selling like hotcakes, man. You know, there was a lot of anticipation and buzz about it. And Honda nailed it. I mean, you know, for the longest time, you know, you had the DRZ 400 SM, or you could, you know, take and go out and buy an enduro bike, you know, like the WR450, and convert it. You could convert it to road use, which is a pain in the butt. I mean, it's not hard, it's just a pain. And she just likes to rip through gears. Now, of course, with this being, you know, a dual sport, obviously our cluster is very minimum. You know, you got your speed, you got your miles that you've been, or your odometer rather, and a clock. It will tell you when you're low on gas though, so it does have a gas light. But I mean, you're just sitting so nice and upright on this thing. Now the seat height's a little tall. But of course, you know, with it being a more dirt-oriented bike, it's a minimalist bike, which is nice. But it is fuel injected, which is freaking phenomenal. I know you guys hear me like talk about, you know, fuel injection versus carbureted and all that stuff when I'm riding these bikes. But in this case, this is something that's awesome to have, that's fuel injected. It's just one less thing you have to worry about on your bike. And the throttle response is just amazing. course, you can roost it. And these tires are just, you know, for a more street-oriented tire, they grip really, really well. Let's see if we can do a little roller here. Oh yeah, she was spinning. Oh, this makes me want to buy another dirt bike. I don't know if I'll ever get a dual sport or an SM, even though I really, really want one. Nice and maneuverable. And I mean, she's nice and planted in this. You know, this is not really loose gravel up here. It's more of like a hard packed gravel. And we got a little bit like deeper stuff up here in this turn. But the bike's just planted. I mean, you can take it over here in this loose stuff. And I mean, yeah, you're gonna feel it wiggle around. What bike isn't gonna wiggle around on loose stuff? The seat is a little hard on this thing, I will give it that. I don't know if it just needs to break in, or if it's more of a, you know, the seat's an afterthought, because a lot of times, I know me personally, if I had this bike, I'd be off-road more with it than on-road. I'd be riding somewhere to play around in the dirt, in the mud, and on trails. Maybe even a few jumps. It's been a while since I've hit jumps on a dirt bike. And this thing could handle that. Oh, this thing picks up way too nicely. This thing really picks up way too nicely. This could be a dangerous thing, a dangerously fun thing. But yeah, if you're looking for an awesome bike that you could ride somewhere, even, you know, like making it down the highway pretty good and everything, dude, look at the 450F. Like, just look at it. Would you just look at it? This bike is awesome. Easily handles the highway, no problem. Now, I don't know about interstate, but, you know, 55, 60, yeah, it'll do that, no problem. I mean, she just like picks right up. Which on something like this, you want it to be able to pick up a little bit, especially when you're out on the trails. Like, that's, you know, not hooning, in my opinion. You want, on a bike like this, you wanted to just like pop right up, because, you know, you're riding like, say, a logging road, or, you know, back on some trails, and you got to pop it over a little, some trees or something like that, and just to make it over it. It'll pick it right up for you. Huh, third gear. Woo! All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We're back at Wayne's. Thanks again to Wayne Cycle Shop for getting me on one of the newer, hotter bikes. and really just their continued support of this channel and helping me to make great content for you guys. So till the next video, peace.